Hello beautiful souls, and welcome to the unboxing of the Healing Waters Oracle by Rebecca Campbell with artwork from Katie Louise. Very excited to see what this deck holds, as we've previously unboxed the Starseed Oracle and the Rose Oracle, right? The Rose Lineage as we called it. So let's see how this deck is different from that, and I also want to see if it's any different from Ocean Dreams or the Saltwater Spirit Oracle. So let the magic begin. Let me just open this on up because this just arrived yesterday and I managed to stop myself from having a look because I just thought this is intriguing. Okay, that's better. So we have the deck here. It's a matte box again with obviously foiled lettering in gold saying the Healing Waters Oracle, a 44 card deck and guidebook. It's in the same design as the Starseed Oracle and the Rose Oracle, where it has this box with the arrow which you can put the deck in. I still don't enjoy that. It's just not for me. I just think it's pointless, but there are some people who probably love it, so it's great that you can enjoy it if you do. On the back it has some example of some cards and it says, unlock the sacred mysteries of the waters. From the watery world of the mother to the sacred waters of this world, the physical and mystical element of water has been revered since ancient times as holding the power to heal. Unlock the sacred wisdom of the waters and your innate capacity to heal with this stunning oracle deck. So I have to say this is really interesting to me because we've now had 3 decks which have really focused on water. We've had the Saltwater Spirit Oracle, we've had the Ocean Dreams Oracle, and now we've had the Healing Waters Oracle, and they've all come out at a really similar-ish time. It's not as if they've been years apart. They've probably been like 6 months to a year that each of them have been released, I would say, if that. So I'm really intrigued that this has come up because in Soul Plan we would talk about the energy 13. That's the energy of the Divine Mother. It's all about those mystical waters and the physical waters kind of coming together, what's hidden and can be uncovered and what's plain to see as well. So I find it really interesting that all 3 of these creators are tapping into that. So obviously that energy is coming forward more at the moment, which is a really beautiful healing and soft feminine energy. So I really like that that's being portrayed by all of these decks. So let's take a look inside because Rebecca usually has something interesting inside. So she's worked again with Katie Louise, who did the Rose Oracle. Inside it says the healing waters are within you, which is kind of cute, and it's obviously got a very watery theme, which is nice. And if we just take the deck out, at the bottom it says the same. So they have obviously gone into a lot of detail, which I think is lovely. And then you obviously can use that to put the cards in. I'm never going to do that, but you may enjoy that. Okay, so we have the guidebook, as always, a standard size when it comes to Rebecca's stuff, which is really handy because then you know that you're either going to like it or you're not. It's not in colour, but it's the same as the Rose Oracle where she's picked out the blue, and so it's got bits of blue and the cards have a bit of blue in them as well. I'm not sure why it's not in colour, to be honest, because I feel like you might as well do it if you're doing a big production such as Hay House, right? Is it Hay House who did it? Yeah. Inside the front it says, where there is water there is life, and on the back it says the same. There's a little bit of information here about Rebecca's work and about a sacred water activism, so that's interesting. And then we do have, similar to the Rose Oracle, an attunement, and I'm wondering if she's also given us another card which can be used. Do you remember we had those altar cards last time? That was quite a nice idea, so I think she'll probably have done that again. So if we just look again, it's nice that she hasn't wrapped the deck in plastic. That's lovely. It says, unlock the sacred mysteries of the water on this nice piece of card. Oh, I suppose it's paper really, isn't it? So let's just take that off a second, as I just want to have a look at these 2 cards to see if they've done that. Okay, they've just done one. So we have here the Healing Waters Oracle Attunement, and then it's got the attunement here which tells you how to do that. So that's really nice. That's something you can put on your altar, and it even says you can find a free visual and audio ritual version of the attunement to activate your oracle at blah blah blah. So if you get the deck, that's something that you can enjoy doing. So that's a nice little kind of extra, if you like, included. So I think we'll start by going through the guidebook and taking a look inside of what's included. So we have reflections, folklore and mythology, a little bit of information going on here. So Rebecca's journey with healing waters, water as the intelligence of life, creation stories and other myths, the sacred mysteries of water. Then we have the oracle itself, information, and then the cards. And there's also obviously some oracle spreads and things like that, which is nice. I think Rebecca does always try and bring in some kind of ritual or sacred ceremonial kind of connection or aspect to her work, which I think is nice. So there's quite a lot of information in this book actually. I mean, the information on the cards is about a page per one, which, you know, I think is probably an adequate amount, because you want to be able to have time for your intuition to come in as well. You know, sometimes you might read what the author or the creator has written and you might think, okay, that's interesting, but actually I really feel like with the cards that it's come up with, actually it's this. Or maybe you're mixing it with different decks like I sometimes do when I do our astrology season readings, and so again that might be a slightly different connection that's going on there, slightly different thing that's coming up. So I think we should just go straight into the deck. Firstly, it's the same size as all of Rebecca's decks, and to be honest, I would imagine most of Hay House's decks, they do tend to do the same kind of size, which I think is fine. There's no foiling down the sides. You guys know Hay House don't really tend to do that anymore. Again, I don't know if that's an environmentally friendly thing or if they just prefer to leave the edges so that you can choose if you want to do something to them. So the back of the deck is a mirror image if you like. So if you had a mirror here, it would look the same. And we have what looks like some shells and I'm gonna guess some pearls. It's very soft and very ethereal, which is what most of Rebecca's work is like. I would say she goes for quite a muted colour palette. I mean, obviously we'll see when we go through the deck, but I think on the whole she uses quite a soft, subtle energy with her colours and her work. It very much usually always exudes the divine feminine to me, you know, like there's a subtlety to it, but underneath that there's a lot of power. So it's a very watery, soft thing. I like the colour that they've used on the back, and as the deck is the standard size, it is pretty easy to shuffle. I think that's, for me, that's a comfortable size to shuffle. So nice matte cards, really nice background. I think let's just go and have a look through the deck. These are pretty, I like these. So what do you guys think of the deck? I think it's very pretty. I really like the Atlantis card, but I haven't seen a Lemuria card, which is kind of interesting because I know she really likes Lemuria. So it's interesting to me that she hasn't included that, right? I didn't see one when we were going through it. I don't think so. I really like the Healing Lagoon card as well. That's really nice energy to it. So I think she's chosen some really interesting elements to include, okay? Because obviously creating a deck, there's so many options that you have to really streamline it, and so there's going to be some similarities with the Saltwater Spirit Oracle and the Ocean Dreams Oracle. If I find any cards that look very similar when I'm going through the deck properly, I will obviously include those for you so you can see any similarities. So on the left we have the Ocean Dreams Oracle, and on the right we have the Healing Waters Oracle, obviously the same kind of card. Then we also have this one in common with the Ocean Dreams and the Healing Waters Oracle. Slight difference in the design though, which I think is quite good. Then we have these three cards, all of these decks, Saltwater Spirit Oracle, Ocean Dreams Oracle and the Healing Waters Oracle, all brought in Atlantis. The other two decks brought in Lemuria, so I still find it really weird that Rebecca didn't include that. And you can see that all three of these decks also have a Pearl card or pearls that they've included, which kind of makes sense because you will obviously find pearls in the ocean, so I'd expect they'd include that. And the Saltwater Spirit Oracle and the Healing Waters Oracle both have a birth element to their cards, which I think is really interesting. And we also have a dolphin card from the Saltwater Spirit Oracle and Rebecca's Healing Waters, so slightly different design and connection here to the pink dolphin. And then finally we have water codes, which is the Saltwater Spirit Oracle and the Healing Waters Oracle, which again, I guess you would expect them to include something to do with water and the codes themselves, so it kind of makes sense. Or if there's any that are similar to Rebecca's previous decks, the Starseed Oracle, oh, he wanted to call it Sacred Spirit, don't know why, Starseed Oracle and the Rose Oracle, if there's any kind of similarities there, because even though the Rose Oracle is obviously quite different because it's not about water, it is about earth, flowers, what is, you know, physical around you. There is a kind of connection, I think, to the feminine, and the feminine's always got that connection to water and flowing, right? That surrender and flow, go with it. Intuition, yeah, just all of that just blends itself really nicely together. So I think it's a really nice deck, and I think I'll probably really enjoy using it and working with it. But what do you guys think? Is this something that you like to include in your decks? Do you have the Ocean Dreams Oracle or the Saltwater Spirit? In which case, which of these three is your favorite? Let me know in the comments below. I like all of them. I think that the Ocean Dreams I just really love. However, the Saltwater Spirit is so like ethereal, and it's really subtle with its energy. It's almost as if the imagery barely exists. I like the way they've done that. And then this has that really strong theme going through it that I think Rebecca carries a strong energy through her work. So I think the identity is strong in this with her. So let me know what you guys think. I'm really excited to use this deck. You will definitely see this in upcoming card readings when I do my astrology season readings. So don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss that. And I will see you in my next video. Thanks. Imagine if the sound was off, that'd be annoying. Oh, I like that one, that's nice. These are pretty. Amazing. And it is on the back of it. Let's put that there. Into the unknown. I didn't notice that was a masculine card. That's pretty cool.